Hey everyone, and welcome to the channel. Today, we're diving deep into a rabbit hole of the most fascinating, mind-blowing facts that will leave you questioning everything you thought you knew. From bizarre historical events to surprising food facts and little-known trivia about countries and sports, we've got it all covered. Get ready to have your mind blown wide open. Before we embark on this journey of discovery, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and ring the notification bell so you never miss out on any of our mind-expanding content. Let's get started. Alright, let's kick things off with a historical event so strange, so unbelievable that you might think it's straight out of a Monty Python sketch. In 1932, Australia declared war on emus. Yes, you heard that right, emus, those large, flightless birds that kind of resemble dinosaurs. Farmers in Western Australia were facing an ecological crisis. Thousands of emus, driven by drought, were wreaking havoc on their crops. The government's solution? Send in the army armed with Lewis machine guns to combat the feathered foes. What followed was a series of hilariously unsuccessful military operations, with the emus proving to be surprisingly resilient and evasive opponents. The war lasted for about a month, with the emus ultimately claiming victory. Speaking of wars, let's talk about the shortest one ever recorded. Buckle up, because this one's a whirlwind. The Anglo-Zanzibar War, fought between Britain and Zanzibar, now part of Tanzania, in 1896, lasted a grand total of 38 minutes. The conflict erupted after the pro-British Sultan of Zanzibar died, and his cousin, Khalid bin Bargash, seized power, much to the dismay of the British Empire. An ultimatum was issued, demanding Khalid's surrender. He refused, prompting a bombardment of the royal palace by British warships. The fighting ceased just 38 minutes later, when Khalid's forces were overwhelmed, making it the shortest war in recorded history. Let's move on from wars to something a little sweeter, honey. This golden nectar has fascinated humans for millennia. This golden liquid has been a staple in human diets for centuries, cherished not just for its sweetness but also for its medicinal properties. But did you know it has an almost eternal shelf life? Yes, honey can last indefinitely if stored properly. That's right, honey never spoils. Unlike other foods, it remains fresh and edible for years, even centuries. Archaeologists have even discovered pots of honey in ancient Egyptian tombs, thousands of years old, still preserved in perfect condition. And guess what? It was still perfectly edible. Imagine tasting something that was made thousands of years ago. The science behind honey's immortality lies in its unique chemical composition, which is truly fascinating. Honey has a low water content and high acidity, creating an environment where bacteria and microorganisms cannot thrive, making it an inhospitable environment for bacteria and microorganisms that cause spoilage. This is why honey can last so long. It also contains an enzyme called glucose oxidase, which plays a crucial role in its preservation, which produces hydrogen peroxide, further inhibiting microbial growth. This natural preservative power is remarkable. So that jar of honey in your pantry, it's not just a sweet treat, it's basically a culinary time capsule, a testament to nature's incredible ability to preserve. Chapter 4. Pyramids Galore. Beyond the sands of Egypt. When we think of pyramids, our minds instantly jump to Egypt, right? But what if I told you that Egypt isn't the Pyramid King? Prepare to have your mind blown, because the country with the most pyramids in the world is Sudan. That's right, Sudan, our southern neighbor, boasts an estimated 200 to 255 pyramids, more than double the number found in Egypt. These pyramids, built by the ancient Nubian civilization, are generally smaller than their Egyptian counterparts, but equally impressive in their architectural prowess. They served as tombs for Nubian kings and queens, and stand as a testament to a rich and often overlooked ancient civilization. Chapter 5. Tug of War. From the Olympics to your backyard. From ancient civilizations, let's jump into the world of sports, specifically, a sport that once graced the grand stage of the Olympic Games: tug of war. Yes, you heard that right, tug of war, the classic game of strength and strategy, was an Olympic sport from 1900 to 1920. Teams of 8 would pit their might against each other, attempting to pull their opponents across a designated line. It was a test of raw power, teamwork, and sheer determination. While no longer an Olympic sport, tug of war continues to be enjoyed in various forms, from friendly backyard competitions to organized tournaments. Chapter 6. Cleopatra's time-traveling connection, pyramids, and the moon landing. Let's rewind the clock back to ancient Egypt for another mind-boggling historical tidbit. Imagine the sands of time shifting beneath your feet as we delve into a fascinating temporal anomaly. This one involves the legendary Cleopatra and a surprising connection to the moon landing. Yes, you heard that right. Cleopatra and the moon landing, two seemingly unrelated events, are more intertwined than you might think. Cleopatra VII, Philopator, the last active ruler of the Ptolemaic Kingdom of Egypt, lived closer in time to the Apollo 11 moon landing in 1969 than to the construction of the Great Pyramid of Giza. It's a mind-bending fact that reshapes our understanding of historical timelines. The Great Pyramid was completed around 2560 BC, while Cleopatra lived from 69 to 30 BC. This vast temporal distance between these two iconic figures of history is astonishing. This means that the temporal gap between Cleopatra's reign and the moon landing, around 2,000 years, is shorter than the gap between her and the construction of the Great Pyramid, around 2,500 years. It's a striking reminder of how history is layered and interconnected in unexpected ways. It's a reminder of the vastness of history and how events we often perceive as ancient are actually closer to us in time than we might think. The past, present, and future are more intertwined than we often realize, creating a rich tapestry of human experience. Chapter 7. Russia's out-of-this-world size larger than Pluto? From ancient Egypt, let's take a giant leap to the largest country on Earth, Russia. This vast nation is not only rich in history and culture but also in sheer geographical size. This colossal nation spans 11 time zones and is renowned for its vast Siberian wilderness. Imagine traveling across a country where the time changes 11 times. But did you know that Russia's surface area is actually larger than the dwarf planet Pluto? It's a fascinating fact that often surprises many. Russia covers a staggering 17.1 million square kilometers, which is around 6.6 million square miles. This makes it the largest country in the world by land area. In comparison, Pluto has a surface area of 16.6 million square kilometers, or 6.4 million square miles. Despite being a planet, it is smaller than Russia. That's right, you could fit the entire dwarf planet Pluto within Russia's borders and still have some room to spare. This comparison truly highlights the immense size of Russia. It's a testament to the sheer immensity of our planet and the incredible diversity of its geographical features. From deserts to tundras, mountains to plains, Earth is a planet of extremes and wonders. Chapter 8. Ketchup's medicinal past. From condiment to cure-all? Let's return to the world of food for another surprising fact, this time involving a beloved condiment, ketchup. Today we slather ketchup on burgers, fries, and everything in between. But did you know that ketchup wasn't always a condiment? In the 1800s, ketchup was marketed and sold as a medicine. Yes, you heard that right, medicine. It was concocted from various ingredients, including tomatoes, spices, and even mushrooms, and was touted as a cure for ailments ranging from indigestion to rheumatism. While ketchup's medicinal claims were dubious at best, its popularity as a condiment eventually overshadowed its brief stint as a cure-all. Chapter 9. An epic tennis marathon, the longest match ever played. Back to the realm of sports for our penultimate fact, and this one involves a tennis match for the ages. The longest tennis match in history, a grueling battle of endurance and willpower, lasted for an astounding 11 hours and 5 minutes. This epic encounter took place at Wimbledon in 2010 between John Isner of the United States and Nicolas Mahut of France. The match spanned 3 days, with Isner ultimately emerging victorious after a final set that went to an unbelievable 70-68 score. The match shattered numerous tennis records and remains a testament to the incredible physical and mental fortitude of these two athletes. Chapter 10. The Banana Berry Conundrum, unraveling the truth about fruits. And now, for our final mind-blowing fact, one that will make you question everything you thought you knew about fruits. Prepare yourself, because bananas are berries, but strawberries aren't. I know, it sounds like I'm pulling your leg, but it's true. Botanically speaking, a berry is a fruit that develops from a single flower with one ovary and contains multiple seeds. Bananas fit this description perfectly. They develop from a single ovary and contain tiny seeds, though they're usually very small. Strawberries, on the other hand, are considered aggregate fruits, meaning they develop from multiple ovaries of a single flower. So there you have it, a mind-blowing fact to end our journey of discovery. Thanks for watching. Did your mind explode? Well, there you have it, 10 mind-blowing facts that hopefully left you both amazed and slightly confused. Which fact surprised you the most? Let me know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this journey of discovery, be sure to give the video a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel for more mind-expanding content, and share it with your friends so they too can have their minds blown. And stay tuned because next time, we'll be diving into the fascinating world of T's next video topic. Until then, keep those brains buzzing.